There's a sail on the flat. Sail on the flat.
That's a pair of slammers, boys.
Nice fish.
Reelin' in the Keys with host Captain George Clark Jr.
Hi, I'm Captain George Clark Jr. and welcome to another episode of Reelin' in the Keys. Many of us charter fishing captains love to compete in fishing tournaments here in the Keys. And I want you to meet Captain Jason Johnson of Triple J Charters out of Hurricane Hole Marina in Key West. So Captain Jason is not only a working charter fishing captain who competes in numerous tournaments throughout the year here in the Keys, but he's also a lobster fisherman.
This right here is a lobster trap. I have 1,453 lobster traps. Lobster fishing down here, we call it the crawl. A big group of lobsters move through the Keys. A group of lobster, there could be 1,000 lobsters in a group, and they like to follow each other. And if you have your traps right in front of where they're crawling, hopefully you're going to catch them all. July 31st, we'll start prepping our traps. Okay, over here we have bait being prepped for the lobster traps. We use cowhide down here, real stinky bait. We salt it down real good, and then we put it on bait sticks. Usually put 2 pieces to a bait stick, and this will go on the inside of the trap next to the funnel, because that's where the lobsters crawl in the funnel at.
Smells like money to me. Lobsters seem to love it. Brings in the short guys first, and then the short guys are usually what bring in the big ones. Gotta have a little bit of something to stink though.
This boat, we usually put about 90 traps to a load, so that means it'll take us 15 to 16 loads. Usually we could do it in 3 days, maybe 3.5 days, depending on weather. Each trap weighs roughly 60 to 80 pounds.
All right, my friend, as you're on.
Doing this type of work is definitely a lifestyle. You gotta really love to be out here on the water every day. And what keeps me doing it is every time we pull a trap, it's like a present being unwrapped. There's something different in it every single time. Whether it be the lobster that we're after, pretty fish, shrimp, crabs, you name it. It's out there, we'll catch it in the trap. Small sharks. Quite a diversity that goes inside of this trap once we set it in the water. It becomes part of the ecosystem. It's nothing more than a rock.
We get 4 to 6 years out of a trap, depending on what kind of wood you use. Whenever you're ready. Good.
Most important thing is to make sure
right, so today we're getting ready to go out with Captain Jason and see how he catches lobster and learn more about this diverse captain here in the Florida Keys. So Jason, what's the plan for today?
Well, today we're going to go out and pull some lobster traps, see if we can catch a few lobsters, and let's get going because it's a beautiful day.
It is beautiful. I'm ready. Here we go. So Jason, how do you find time, man, to juggle, you know, commercial lobster fishing, fishing tournaments, charter fishing, and everything else that goes with it? It's a lot, man.
It's really hard. Trying to make the wife happy, trying to make a paycheck, and keep my customers happy at the same time. It's a juggle, but I try to do it. Shorts going here, legals in the hole.
So Jason, how does this work? I mean, I see your buoys out here, so we're gonna pull up and you're gonna gaff the buoy and then run it through the puller.
Exactly.
There's a trap table right here. When the trap comes up, it pulls it right up on this table, right to them.
Yep.
And you can open up the trap, the top of the lid, see what's in there, take whatever you catch out, throw other things over.
Yeah, there could be any kind of fish in there, tropical fish, crabs, stone crabs, lobster.
Octopus.
Octopus, yeah. Couple lobsters in here. Go ahead and take the ones out that look like they're legal. Make sure you measure every single one of them. Like so. That's illegal.
In the
Make
hole.
the deposit. Take out another one. Looks like illegal.
Right in the hole. Slam dunk.
And another one. It's illegal. And shorts. He's a short. Put them in the live well. This little basket right here, I keep the shorts in so we can bait other traps. You want to leave a short in each trap so they attract more lobsters in the trap. And we can go to the next one, see what the next one's got in it.
Now you left a couple in there, those are shorts.
Yeah, those are shorts. Leave the shorts in there, attract other lobster. Well, usually I got a mate with me, and while I'm going to the next trap,
Yeah.
he'll take the lobsters out, do whatever he's got to do while I'm driving the boat to the next trap. But I'm by myself today, and some days I go by myself. So now every once in a while we catch other species, like the stone crab. Stone crab season just opened, was it 2 weeks ago now? So we can take that.
Yeah, what is it, October 15th?
October 15th, the stone crab opened. So that's an added bonus. Show you how you measure a stone crab too. A little joint right there. Use your crab side of the gauge. And that cannot fit in the little slot. Both of those claws are legal. A stone crab. That one's most likely legal. And that one's legal, so we take that one. That one is not. See how it fits in the slot?
Yep.
He's not legal. Just molted out of this shell. Just 1 or 2 nights ago he molted. And see, he wasn't legal before. He's short. Because he molted out of this shell, now he's legal. And that's how they grow. Usually the beginning of March, I'll start bringing them in slowly. Like I might go pull a day, and then at the end of the day, I'll bring a load in.
That one's got a few nice ones on it.
Yeah. And we got a grunt.
Very
Looks
good.
like we got one legal.
Cobia bait.
Oh yeah.
inside a little bit now. We're going to pull crab traps and see how the stone crab fishing is for today. We did pretty good on some lobsters, and now we're looking for these guys right here. That's a purty one. Little guy.
Yeah. Doesn't quite make it.
They grow pretty fast though. Another month or so, that might be a legal crab, huh?
Yeah, probably next time he molts. They grow just like a lobster does. They molt. Speaking of something I don't see too often, I was pulling some lobster traps and I seen something flashing on my next buoy. And I get up close to it and there's a barracuda. The barracuda had a double hook rig hanging out of his mouth, and he swam by the rope that's floating in the water, and that second hook got snagged in the rope. So he's sitting there fighting that rope. So I get up to it and it's a nice big barracuda hanging on the rope. So I let him go. Took the hook out, let him go.
Jason, I know you were born in Key West, but you're living in Big Pine. You grew up here or Key West?
I grew up in the Lower Keys. I was born in Key West Hospital 32 years ago. My dad built houses and commercial fished on the side. My dream was actually be a charter boat captain since I was that tall, and that's what I became. Call those eggers. And I've lived on every key in the Lower Keys since I was born. Because my dad built houses and we'd move. He'd build a house and we'd live in it for a year or two, and he'd build another house, we'd move to that one, live in that one. So I lived in every key.
So you got to bounce around and learn.
Yeah, learn every key in and out.
But now with the stone crab, Jason, used to be years ago they were worried about you taking both claws, but then since then they figured out that you can.
Absolutely
so
right.
As long as they're legal size, you can have those claws on.
Yeah,
board.
you can take both, yep. Yeah, I think it was probably 10, 15 years ago. We didn't. And then they changed their mind and now they say we can.
There's a crab in there.
That one will make it.
You're not just grabbing it and ripping the claw.
No.
You have to.
The next crab I get, I'll show that in detail. But yeah, there's a certain way you want to do it. I've cracked millions over my lifetime, so it's natural for me. But yeah, there's a little technique to it. Twist it the wrong way, it'll rip his whole joint out of his body and kill the crab.
Right.
And you don't want to do that. Put my pinky right there in the joint. See how that snapped off nice and clean?
Nice clean break.
That's what you want.
And that'll heal up and they'll actually start regenerating, growing new claws, which is,
exactly.
It's a reusable fishery. If you take care of the crabs when you're taking their claws off.
Okay, see the different size of these claws? This one probably got broke off earlier, maybe a year or two ago, and he's already regrown a new claw. It's not quite legal yet, but it probably will be in another year or two. And this one's just barely legal. The one that broke off, somebody might have took on last season. They got a bigger one and a little one. Most likely they took the big one and left the little one. Now the little one's big enough.
If you look at the ends of their claws, you can see where they're kind of chewed off, you know, a little bit on some of them.
They fight each other. There's 4 crabs in this one trap, and most likely they're fighting each other. And he's got a couple battle scars on him.
That's like being put in a drunk tank or something, you know, and everybody in there starts mixing it up.
Yeah. And actually one of them got killed.
Oh yeah, that guy lost. See, this guy lost, all right? 3 other crabs jumped him. They tried to take his wallet and car keys, worked him a little bit.
Yeah, you can see right there.
Oh yeah, broke his
one of
arm
them actually grabbed a hold of it right there and crushed his shell.
Now, do they eat each other after they do that, or they just?
I'm sure they do. Hard to tell, but yeah, I'm sure they do. Got a couple crabs in this one. A lot of them will have to measure.
Oh, that's
that one's
good.
nice and healthy.
Oh. Nice.
These little.
Now, Jason, unlike lobsters, you don't want to leave them in your trap, right? I mean, they don't attract each other.
He's got a little tiny claw starting to stick out right there. That's where he's regrowing a new claw. He probably broke off maybe last season, towards the end of last season. He's even regrowing one of his legs right there too. We call that the crusher claw because he's got big crushers like the molars in your teeth. And that one, we call that the cutter claw.
I got a feeling about this next trap, man. It's gonna be a good one.
I hope so. Look at that.
Score! Wow. They're piled in there.
Oh yeah.
You fish some tournaments on the side too, in between pulling traps and running charters and stuff. What are some of the tournaments that you participate in?
I probably fish about all the dolphin tournaments in the Lower Keys. Fish a marlin tournament, fish a kingfish tournament, and a couple little kids fishing tournaments.
Oh, cool.
I got a 4-year-old son, and he already loves to fish. And yeah, and my wife loves to fish as well. Do a couple ladies dolphin tournaments. And I always try to take her in at least 2 or 3 tournaments because she loves tournaments just like I do.
You also get hired to run these private boats in tournaments as well. What are a couple of the boats that you fish locally?
For especially the marlin tournament, last 4 years in a row, I've been the captain on the Cracker. Marcus Schultz is the owner of that boat. It's a beautiful 65-foot Hatteras, 2012. Really nice boat, fast boat, and we seem to catch a lot of fish on it. And then another boat I run is Miss Ivory. It's a 34-foot CV with triple 300s, and that boat's even faster. That's a 65-mile-an-hour boat. We fish a Key West fishing tournament as well, and a couple other tournaments that pop up here and there.
Well, speaking of tournaments, let's send it over to Captain Mike Weinhofer with the Key West Sailfish Championship.
Welcome to the Key West Sailfish Championship.
Real quickly, welcome to the Key West Sailfish Championship. Thank you all for coming.
Key West is just a great platform to catch sailfish. A great tournament here. The tournament's in its 2nd year. Got a great guy running it, Mike Weinhofer. You know, it's fun to be here. It's really fun to be here.
The 3rd place team and get them up here for pictures and the trophy. And that's the Owl's Nest. Come on up, guys. In 2nd place, we have Team Asian Pearl. Come on up, guys. Congratulations. With no delay, I want to bring out the Miss Brit team.
Thanks for allowing us to come out here and be a part of your day, pulling some traps and definitely learning a little bit more about what you do here in the Keys, and good luck in the future for some of these tournaments that you fish.
Yeah, thank you. It was a pleasure, guys.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Had a great time today. Make sure you tune in next week for more Reeling in the Keys.
There's a place out on the ocean, ain't on a map anywhere. The captain's looking at the water, he knows exactly where to steer. No internet or Wi-Fi towers, all that stress is gone. The lines just went in the water, and somebody yells, "Fish on!" And it's just another day, reeling in the Keys. We got that fishing feeling, there's no place we'd rather be. We're a million miles from nowhere, but we ain't lost at sea. Just living life, living the dream, reeling in the Keys.